Some people leave you exhausted, not because they were cruel, rude, or difficult, but because being with them kept costing you energy the whole time. You can spend an hour with someone. Nothing goes wrong. No argument. No obvious friction. The conversation moves normally. They may even seem kind. And that is exactly why this feeling is so easy to dismiss. Because when nothing looks wrong from the outside, you start questioning what it felt like on the inside. Sometimes the tiring part is not the other person. It is how much of yourself you had to hold in place to be with them. Around certain people, you start adjusting without meaning to. You filter what you say. You soften what you really think. You choose the version of yourself that will keep the interaction smooth. From the outside, that looks harmless. Inside, it is work. You are not speaking from the part of you that feels natural. You are speaking from the part that keeps everything comfortable. That drains people, not because the other person is bad, but because you were doing extra work just to keep the interaction going. Sometimes the problem is not tension. It is mismatch. Two people can care about each other and still move through conversation in very different ways. One person speaks in a way that feels natural. The other keeps adjusting to stay understood. This is where a lot of exhaustion begins. You are not just talking. You are translating yourself the whole time. You change your wording. You change your pace. You change how open, direct, or thoughtful you can be. After a while, even being understood starts to feel like effort. And effort, repeated long enough, becomes fatigue. There is another reason some people drain you. Sometimes your body never fully relaxes around them. Maybe you feel pressure to come across well. Maybe there are old misunderstandings you never fully move past. Maybe something in the interaction keeps you slightly guarded, even when nothing obvious is happening. So you smile. You respond. You stay present. The part of you stays braced the whole time. Your body notices that. It notices when you are monitoring yourself. It notices when you are holding back. It notices when you are waiting for the interaction to end so you can finally loosen up again. That is why some normal conversations leave you more tired than they should. Feeling drained around someone does not automatically mean they are bad. It also does not mean you are too sensitive. Sometimes it means the interaction asked too much from you. You filtered your words, held back parts of what you felt, stayed aware of how you were coming across, and worked harder than you should have just to keep things going. That is why it leaves you tired. Not because something dramatic happened, because being with them required effort the whole time. You do not need them to have done something obviously wrong to feel that cost. You do not need a bigger reason before you admit it affected you. Nothing was wrong on the surface, but you were carrying too much inside the interaction. Your exhaustion is not an overreaction. It came from the effort. That does not mean you have to walk away from anyone. It means you can stop ignoring what this connection keeps costing you.